Hi everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm Kishore and today I'm going to solve a classic Sudoku created by Akash. This Sudoku has been taken from his book, The World of Sudoku, Volume 4. In fact, prior to solving this Sudoku today for a video, I was thinking what to solve. I've been taking a lot of Sudokus from online forums, mainly the Discord server of CTC. So I thought of choosing something from a book for a change. So I took all the Sudoku books and kept it around me and then selected a book randomly and a grid randomly. So the book that we are talking about, World of Sudoku, is the fourth in the series of books published by Akash, and it has 120 handcrafted classic Sudokus, and they have been categorized from moderate to tough. So if you are a fan of solving the old-fashioned way, I mean using a pen and pencil on a paper, go for this book. Many of the advanced techniques like X-Wing, Y-Wing, Swordfish, and so on that you need to solve these Sudokus are explained in the book. So it would be really worth checking out. I'll add the link to Akash's blog in the description of the video. You can check out his blog where he has posted many of his handcrafted Sudokus and also the details of the book on how to purchase are present there. So the link to solve this Sudoku is given in the description of the video. Do give it a try. The Sudoku I've chosen today is number 98 from his book, and it is falling in the tough category. So we can expect a tough challenge. This is a live solve, so I'm expecting the Sudoku to be hard, very hard, in fact, because it has been categorized based on difficulty. So let's see how it goes. Um, the rules are normal. Each row, each column and 3 by 3 box of the grid will have digits from 1 to 9, no repetitions. So I'm going to start solving now. So it's been quite a while since I've solved on penpa interface. I was solving on different interface. Okay, there is a 4 in row 1, row 2, so we can use some corner pencil marking. So 4 goes in one of these two cells. 4s in the rest of the boxes have more than 2 options, so it's not wise to corner pencil mark them, or at least I don't generally advise pencil marking or corner pencil marking when you have more than 2 possible options for a particular digit in a box. So you'll see that only in box 3 we can just you know mark a pointing pair of 4s like these. Rest of the boxes there are many options for 4s. So let's do something else. In fact, what I would suggest is let us start writing center candidates, because these rows, row 5 and columns are really appearing juicy. They have many givens in them. So I'm going to write some center candidates. So if you look at row 5, we have 1, 5, 2, 4 and 6 and 7, which means that the remaining candidates must be 3, 8 and 9. And you have 3 and 8 in column 5, so there we go. We get our first digit, 9 goes there. That's a 3, 8 and that's a 3, 8. Now we can look at row 1 or column 2 or even column 8. We'll just use a mix of both corner and center pencil marking. The reason I have switched fast to center marking is that these rows which are really high in the amount of given, so it's better to start writing center candidates. So look at this column, we need only 2 more digits, 1, 3, 9, 4, 5, 7 and 8. So the remaining digits are 2 and 6, and this 2 resolves the 2 there, that becomes 6 and that becomes 2. And as we go along, we'll just make some corner pencil marks. 2 goes in one of these two cells. And just looking at the 2's now to see, okay, 2 is in row 7, 2 is in column 2, that gives a 2 here. 2 is in column 4, 2 is in row 7, gives a 2 here. Okay. Let's look at the 7's. 2, 4, 5, 8 and 9. So 7 in box 2 must go in one of these two cells. And 7 in row 1 now goes in one of these two cells. 7 is in row 8, row 9, so 7 goes in one of these two cells. And 7 goes here in column 7. All these 4 cells can take a 7, so no help there. Let's switch over to a different digit, maybe 9's. 9 is in row 1, row 2, so the 9 goes here. 9 is in column 2, column 3, so 9 goes here. 9 cannot be in row 8, 9 cannot be in column 6, so that gives us a 9 here. I'm seeing a 5. 5 is in column 8 and 9, and 5 cannot be in row 7, so we get a digit now. So 5 goes there, and that gives a 5 in one of these two cells in row 8. Okay, 5 is in row 1, row 2, so 5 goes here in one of these two cells. All basic standard stuff. Okay, let's write some candidates now. Let me look at column 8. We have 3, 5, 7 and 2 and 4, which means I need to write 1, 6, 8 and 9. Row 8 has an 8 and 9 in them. So this must mean this is 1 and 6. And you can't have 1 here, so both of these cells are 6, 8 and 9. And this can be 1, 6, 8 or 9. So for now, I'm going to restrict myself to 3 candidates inside a cell. And look at column 2, 4, 7, 9 and 1 and 5. So we have 2, 3, 6 and 8 to be filled. This can't be a 2, so that's a 3, 6, 8. And 6 cannot go here, so these two cells become a 2, 3, 8. And oh, that's a triplet there I'm seeing, but let me come over to that. Look at this cell. Can't be 1, 5, 9, 7, 8 and a 4. So this is a 2, 3 or a 6. So looking at box 4 again, you have a 2, 3, 8 triplet locked into these cells, and these are not corner pencil marks, so these are the candidates which can go into these cells, and which means that 2 must go in one of these two cells, because you have a 2, 3, 8 here and this cannot be a 2, and which means this cell cannot be a 2 anymore, right? And that gives us a 2 in box 7. 2 goes here, so that's a 3, 6, and that gives us a 2 here, which means I can mark a 5 because 5 is in one of these cells, so that gives a 5 here. So all so far smooth and standard solve. There is, not even a single tough step until now. So 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 in box 8. So we need 1, 3, 4 and 9. If you look at column 6, we have 4 and 9, which means that we can lock 4, 9 into these cells, and which means these cells must be 1 and 3 to complete the box, and both of them can be immediately resolved. Both these sets of pairs can be immediately resolved, so that becomes 4, that becomes 9, and this one resolves this 1, 3 pair. And because of this pair, we can use the effect of the digits written to have an impact on this box. 2, 4, 5, 8 and 9. We need 1, 3, 6 and 7. So this means this is a 1 and 3 because you have 1, 3 here. And that pushes the 7 to this cell. So 7 goes here. This is not a 7. It's a 7 and that's a 6 to complete the box. And let us write some candidates into these cells. 1, 2, 3, 8, 4, 5 and 9. So this must mean this is 6 and 7. And this is a 5 and 8. Row 9. So I was just scanning across the grid to see where it would be likely to get more information. Look at row 9. We have 7 digits, which means these two cells can only be, well, they can't be 4, 5, they can't be 3, 7, 9, they cannot be 1, 2, so they can only be 6 and 8, and I can get the 6 here. So that's an 8 and that's a 6. That 6 gives me a 1 here. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 7, which means this would be a 6, 8 and a 9. 2, 5, 8, 9, 1 and 7. So we need 3, 4, 6 into these cells in row 8. And I have 4 and 6 here. So that's a 3, which means that's a 6 and that's a 4. That 6 gives me, removes the 6 from here. So that's a 3, 8. Oops, sorry. That's actually a 3 and 8. and 4, 5, 6, 9, 1, 2 and 8, which means these two cells must be 3, 7. So 1, 2, 4 and 6, 3, 5, 7, so which means these two cells must be 8 and a 9. And this 3 resolves the 3, 8 pair in row 5. So that's a 3, that's an 8. And 8, 9 pair can be resolved, that's an 8, that's a 9. Okay, because of the 3 here, this can't be, these two cells can't be 3. So they become a 2, 8 pair now. And that resolves this cell, that has to be a 3 now. And that resolves this pair, this would be a 3, that would be a 1. Now 1, 4, 5, 7, 2 and 3. So this is a 6 and 8. Can't be a 9. And this would be a 6, 8 and a 9. Oh, 8 can't go there, so that's a 6 and 9. This 8, you can get an 8 here using classic, so that gives an 8 here, which means these two cells are 6, 9 now. They can't be 8, so we have a 6, 9 pair. So this 8 resolves the 6, 8 here, so this is 6, that's a 9. So far it has been very pleasant, and I'm surprised why the Sudoku is in the tough category, but you never know, at the end we may get stuck. So this 3 in column 3 resolves this 3, 7 pair. 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 6, 2 and 9. So we need 1, 5, 7 and 8. 7 cannot be in row 3 and 7 cannot be in column 3. So that's a 7. And this cannot be 5 and 8. So this is 1. So we need a 5, 8 pair here, and that would be going into these cells. And 8 here resolves the 8. So that's 8. That's 5. Because of this 8, we could get the 5, 8 pair. So 2, 3, 6, 7, 5, 8 and 9. So we need 1 and 4. 1 can't go into this cell. So that's a 1, that's a 4. 1, 4, 7, 3, 5, 8 and 9. So we need 2 and 6. So I'll write those in. It's 2, 6. And 1, 4, 9, 5, 7 and 8. Okay, 2, 6 can be resolved, right? So you have a 6 here. So that's a 2. That's a 6. 1, 4, 6, 9, 5, 7 and 8. So column 9 must have a 2 and a 3 in them. I've written them. And we can just write in digits here. 1, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6 and 9. So these would be 4, 7. 1, 3, 6, 8, 2, 7 and 9. So these would be 4 and 5. And 2, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4 and 8. So these would be a 1 and a 9. And look at how the Sudoku is going to finish now, guys. Awesome, right? This entire row is filled with pencil marks except for these 2 digits, and that is going to complete this entire grid. Awesome. So 1 is in these 2 rows, so that gives a 1 here. It's going to have a cascading effect. That gives a 9 here, and that 6, 9 can be resolved. That's a 6, 9 now. That's a 6. That 6 resolves the 6, 7. This is a 6. That's a 7. 4, 7 gets resolved. 7, 4, 4, 5, 4 and 5, 5 and 8, 5, 8, and 2 and 8, 8 and 2, 2 and 3. And with that, we have completed this Sudoku. I'm not certain why it fell in the tough category. I was expecting a really tough challenge. Actually, it was, I would say, a medium difficult Sudoku. I don't think there was anything difficult at all to spot except maybe this triplet. I'm not certain, maybe not sure why this fell in the tough category. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. We hope to be back soon with more videos to entertain and enthrall you. And please do remember to subscribe to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.